want to thank my good friend Eric Repair for having us. This is Chef Chris Wilson, who is my director of culinary for our whole organization, and we've been together about 24 years. And so I thank him. Chef Doug is in the back, I think, preparing that we'll get to share a little bit. I have really no agenda for what we're doing today, other than it just happened to be in each category a favorite dish of mine, and over the years. So there's always people that just totally freak out at this stage of the game, because generally in the restaurant, what we do first is we wrap it in plastic wrap, and then we wrap it in foil. And people freak out because they say, you can't put plastic wrap in the oven. Well, we do it about 35 times a day, and we've had no problem. Nobody's kicked the bucket yet. What it does is that it traps the moisture from the ribs, because we're going back to the slow low of the ribs. These ribs are going to cook for 3.5 hours. So if you want to wrap them in plastic and try it, go ahead. If not, and don't think I'm crazy, if not, you can just do the foil trick. And basically what we're going to do is we want to wrap so that they're really together. Wrap them real good, really, really tight. And if you have any gaps, close those gaps by the ends. And now what we're going to do is we're going slow and low, 3.5 hours. You want to just do the foil, that works too. That's generally what I'll do at home, but in the restaurant, we do the plastic wrap first, and then the foil wrap. And then after 3.5 hours, we take them out of the plastic. We sauce them, and then we finish them back in the oven for another 30, 45 minutes. They're awesome. But what makes it awesome also is not just the spice and the rub, but it's now the sauce. Because we don't really use a traditional barbecue sauce. A little bit more work, but the end result is phenomenal. This is probably in the way, right? And this is probably in the way, right? So, I have hoisin sauce, which is sort of a plum sauce that you can buy. It's the equivalent of an Asian barbecue sauce, straightforward. And now to that, we're going to add ginger that we just chopped, grated, garlic, we're going to use this, it's a sort of a Vietnamese hot sauce, a chili sauce. You can buy all the stuff in the grocery store. What that does is going to give it a little bit of the heat and a little bit of the structure. Soy sauce, good amount of that. That's what's really going to thin it down. A little sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, and nature's finest, some honey. So you can see all of those have a lot of flavor. And then last but not least, brown sugar. They're absolutely phenomenal. This is the second time they came out with one bit of the glaze. And yes, they're super hot. You see that what just happened? When I say right off the bone, right off the bone. So now what we do is we just take, either with a brush, we're going to give it one more sort of base. And we're lucky that it didn't fall apart. Again, another base. You know, as heavy as you want. I don't go too heavy. I just, because you want to taste. You know, another mistake that a lot of people make when they do ribs is they try to do them on the grill, and they do them on the grill. They don't really control the heat, so they cook too fast, which really sort of toughens the ribs. And then they add the sauce right in the beginning or halfway, and then the ribs are like, they're not even caramelized, they're sort of almost burnt, because the sugar in the sauce is what's allowing it to burn because of the heat. These here, I promise you, is this for us? Oh, okay. So, this here, now, and Chris and I, we started playing around with this. We have an event that we do for my foundation. That's called Chi Miguel, and it's basically a good time of winemakers and a couple of chefs that challenge each other about in the backyard making ribs and raising a lot of money for the foundation. And we're very fortunate. Chris and I, we've won it a couple times, and this is where this inspiration first came from. Was that Chi Miguel? We wanted to do something very different, and everybody was anticipating that we were going to do sort of this New Orleans style, and we totally smoked them out, literally. And you can see how, just look, when I say falling off the bone, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this, right off the bone. And you want to talk about yummy, that's yummy.